What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Doing another brew day. This one's going to be a Mexican dark lager, otherwise known as a Vienna lager, like a Modelo Black. So I'm brewing this for the wife's graduation party, which is in 3 weeks. So this one's gonna take some time. I gotta lager it. I'm gonna pressure ferment it. I'm also using a style of yeast that is gonna make it a little bit more acidic. So right now I'm just adjusting the pH on my water for my mash. I've already doughed in. Shot of that here. Obviously towel is on it to hold some heat in. Helps just a little bit. It's already looking pretty nice. So for this one, I'm gonna mash overnight for about 12 hours. That's why I don't have the spray valve going here. I just let it sit in there and hold the temperature. I did that for the last beer for the Masapao Pale Ale, and it turned out excellent. So I'm gonna do that again for here. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna see you guys back tomorrow. For you, it will be just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna do grain and glass in this video, so brew day, fermentation, all that explained in one video. Like I said, I'm gonna pressure ferment this for a couple of weeks again. My beautiful all-rounder here, I'm gonna pressure ferment in that. Set it to about 12 psi, let it ferment. The yeast that I'm using is called Kveik, however you want to freaking pronounce it. I don't really care, but it can go up as high as like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So usually for a lager, that's very untraditional. You want to ferment a lager typically in the low range of like 65 Fahrenheit, and then lager it for like another month, like 50. But if you pressure ferment, you can kind of bypass that month lagering process. So I'm going to do that with this because I really don't have a way of controlling that cold of temperature. Like I'm just going to set the temperature upstairs to like 75 and then my PSI gauge. So hopefully I'll have a nice, crisp, clean tasting lager in a week, but it's not going to be served. I'm not going to show your tasting video in probably like 3 weeks, and then I'll keep you guys updated on that, how long it takes from the start to finish here. But yeah, brew days has kicked off officially. Hey, welcome back to day 2, everybody. Just pulled the grain bed and let it drain. Now I'm approaching a boil here. Look at it here. Yeah, as I get closer, I'm gonna start stirring it up so that hot break doesn't boil over on me. Right now I'm reaching about 185 degrees ish. So yep, when I start boiling, we'll see you back for the first hop addition. Ready? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, just reached a boil. So first hop addition and then a 60-minute timer. This is noble hops going in. I'm gonna go a little slow so I don't risk a boil over here. There's not really too much to worry about with this hop spider. It usually contains them all. I gotta push them down anyway, so. Alright. First hop addition done. Second hop addition is at 15 minutes, so see y'all back in 45 minutes. Alright, everybody. About to add the second and final hop addition here, which will be an ounce of Saaz hops. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Come at me in the comments, I don't care. Here it is. My 15-minute addition going in now. At this point in the boil, I shouldn't have to worry about a boil over because it's been going for a while. All those proteins are broken up and whatnot. So yeah, just give that a nice stir. Here in about 5 minutes, I'm going to run everything through my hosing and chilling equipment here and whatnot. Get that all sanitized with the boiling wort. And then I will see y'all back at yeast pitch.
Now.
Okay, just cooled down, transferred into the fermenter. Got my 1 packet of Lucha Omega Kveik yeast. Well, like I said, this can go up to like 95 degrees Fahrenheit. And right now, it is sitting at 68. So I'm hoping to ferment at 75. By the time it gets upstairs, it'll heat back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and pitch the yeast, close it up, and let it ferment. So I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just finished up the Dark Mexican Lager. It's been fermenting 2 weeks tomorrow, but I've been hitting my gravity readings and everything and tasting good, no off flavors. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keg it up, but I'm gonna show you what the final product looks like here before it goes into a keg. So here's the final product. Again, we pressure fermented this at about 10 to 12 PSI. It's been reading steady there for the last couple of weeks. This is the finished product here, right? So I got all the yeast that fell out of suspension here. I got my High-Krausen line right here. So what happens is when the yeast is eating all the sugar in the beer, it'll foam up to form this yeast cake line. And then once it settles and mellows out, then it all falls out of suspension down here. So yeah, I took a sample yesterday. It's reading about 4.7%. So I'm gonna go ahead and keg this bad boy up, and we will see you for the tasting in a couple of days. Cheers. Because I don't drink that much, but as usual in my tasting videos, let's go into crushability now. So I'm full enough there. I'm not gonna top it off. So cheers. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10 crushability. So easy to drink, no burn at all on the way down. That's a 10 out of 10 crushability beer. So I'm probably gonna stick to just the one, because like I said, I did take my last dose of prednisone today. I probably shouldn't have had that beer, but live and learn, right? Okay, so like I said, stay tuned. My next video will be a life update and what I got going on. And yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe if you want. Comment. I don't care. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Later.